Hey guys, welcome back to Knife Mania. I'm in the kitchen. This idea came up because I got a buddy of mine who's an avid hunter, he loves camping. But he, it was actually Ken.
Oh.
Actually asked me about bushcraft knives. And why do I prefer certain knives for bushcraft? Why do I prefer certain knives for camping? Well, I figured this was a great chance to approach this. Open up a beer. There you go. Toast. So, when I'm out camping, normally I take several different knives. But when I'm doing like a couple night bushcraft or whatever I normally do, and Carolyn's right next to the camera, so yeah, you're going to hear her. She's eating her supper. One of my favorite knives to take for bushcrafting, other than like my Moras or my Finhawk, is this little knife. It's a Viking, and it's made by Healy. I think I showed you guys this knife before. But for bushcraft, I'm more concentrated on my carving, my woodworking, all that. Will it work? Yes, and I'm going to show you guys. But when I'm camping, I prefer something that's more flat ground. And I showed you guys this, but you're going to actually see it. This is my SE4. Okay, it's out of S35VN. Oh, and this is 1095, I believe. I know it's some sort of three layer steel, but it's a carbon steel. Okay, Birchwood G10. Anyway, so when I'm camping, especially with the family, I'm doing a lot more food prep and everything else. I want things to look a little nicer. I can take my time and do things a little bit nicer. So what I'm going to show you is I pulled out 4 potatoes. And I'm going to have to manipulate the camera so that you guys can see it. But I'm going to cut up 2 potatoes with the Healy, 2 potatoes with the Essie. That way, just to demonstrate the difference. Candy grind, flat grind. Okay? So let's get this camera set. Whoop. Got to turn this thing around here so it can aim down. And my legs just moved. Great. Okay. Turn this up so I can see. Alright, there you go. Well, let's turn it down a little more. There we go. So you guys can see the cutting board, see the 2 knives, so that there's no gimmick here. The first one I'm going to start off is with my bushcraft knife, my Healy Viking. And these are small potatoes. We're making, I'm going to be making breakfast for dinner, so. And I can already tell because of that grind, I gotta put a lot more force in it to get those cuts. Now, as long as your knife is sharp, it'll still cut. Importance of having a sharp knife, right? Let's go ahead and just quarter these up. No, don't grab the camera, baby girl. Oh, she wanted water? Oh, another thing is fire starting. So, very sharp 90-degree edge. I had to do a little bit of mods to it. Well, I got you guys here. You can see that, where I had to sand it and file it a little bit. Cut that one in half. Okay. Now I'll do another potato, similar size. This one's almost the same size with this one. Much easier. And believe me, both of these knives are... I made sure they're sharp before I did this. It's just the only difference is the style of edge on them. and just literally glides through. Meanwhile, with this one, I do have to press. And the other thing with this style of blade is, say I forget my hunting knife like an idiot. Say I get some game, this knife I can actually still use for cleaning game. It's not too thick, it's not too big, it's got a nice flat grind. No, you're not playing with the camera.
There's something else up there that she needs.
Again, we'll go back to the Healy. Again, you can hear it prying that potato apart. Just to show you, they're both almost the same spine thickness. You know, so the only difference between these two is the edge, really. But I want to show you, A, you can do it with your bushcraft knife. It's just a lot easier with a flat ground knife. So when I'm camping, like going out for a week, like when we go up to the property and stuff like that, I'll definitely take this knife, especially when I'm sitting around the campfire whittling. But when it comes to food prep and everything, I like my flat ground knives. Especially a full flat grind like what's on the Essie sitting there. Now granted, I could take this and change it and do whatever I wanted with it, but I really don't want to. I want to keep this one for my bushcraft. Alright, set that one up there. And move that out of my way. Now this is a little bit bigger potato. I'm sure you can see in the video just how much easier the knife glides through it. Yeah, that one's fine. This one, since it's bigger, I'll cut open to thirds. Well, 6. Well, that one I can do quarter. And I'll just cut in half. You eating, baby girl? Yeah.
There you go. No, you eat it. Good job.
Oop. Good thing you just wiped down the table. Potatoes fell on the table.
Uh-huh. And there's the wheel.
Yeah.
Hey, that's pretty good for her.
Yeah.
Just one?
So far. She's still got half a plate left. Well, a little less. So anyway, guys. Flat grind, full flat grind, like on your SE4s. Great. You can still use it as a bushcraft knife. You can use it as a hunting knife. It's just a much more rounded kind of feel of a knife. Let's turn this up. Whoop. I'm having issues with my camera. So, a little bit further. There we go. So, full flat grind like you got in your SE4. Great for food prep. I did take it and put a convex grind on the edge. I didn't like the way the secondary edge was, which I told you guys I was going to do. But I like my convex. It works better for feather sticking and it holds the edge better, I think. And then your Scandi grind, great for woodwork, as we all know. Great for making your tent stakes, all that other stuff. Just sitting around, whittling, doing whatever you need to do. Lighting fires. But yeah, no, I had to sit down and kind of walk them through this, let them know what I thought, why I picked different knives for different things, and yeah, well, I'm hungry. I got a beer. And I'm going to get ready to start cooking. So until next time, guys, as always, keep your knives sharp, keep your fingers out of the way, and as always, be safe. Later, guys.